Self-join single column values comparison we discussed in the last class. And now we will go for multiple columns, how to comparing here. So the second case we will discuss now. So find out now. So examples on comparing multiple columns. Examples on comparing multiple columns values to each other within the table. So take one example on this. Write a query to display managers and their employees. Display managers and their employees from EMP table. From EMP table. Okay, right. So now I want to find out managers and their employees. Okay, how we can find out these things here. Let me come out and see your database now. Okay, now the first of all, come out and see your table columns I was taken here. EMP number and E name and your MGR column. These are the few columns I'm taking now. These are few columns I'm taking now. Okay, right. So now we have your 14 employees information we have in this table, but we need to find out who is this manager and who was their employees. For example, the Smith was there here. Smith is a manager or employee. So that I want to know it. Smith is a manager or employee. So like this, Ellen is a manager or employee. So like this, each and every employee, we need to find out whether he was manager or he was employee. Okay. If he was employee, then he was working under which manager? Yes or no? For example, when you are working in a company, is for every 10-15 members, okay, one team lead will there. Okay, one team lead will be there, one manager will be there. So it means that this 10-15 employees are working under one person. Is called a leading person, we called. Is called as what now? Lead person, we called. Okay, now. So same like this, in a company, one manager, in particular manager under how many employees are working. Like in my company, how many number of managers are there? In each manager who was working. Okay, so that we need to find out here. Understand now? So here two columns I need to compare. For this requirement to fulfill, I want to take two columns data comparison. First one we called as here EMP number. Next one manager number. So EMP number, it's representing the identity of an employee. And even the first thing you should understand that either junior programmers, senior programmers, team lead, project lead, ASM, okay, managers, managing directors, even though CEO also, these are all are called as what now? Employees. These are all are called as employees, and every employee is having their ID number. Okay, na? Right. But as per their experience, they will give a positions. You are a junior, you are a senior. That is called a experience based. They are giving some positions. But even though a team lead is also one of the employee, a junior programmer is also one of the employee in my company. Yes or no? So that means everyone is having identity. That is called as a employee number. Okay now? Next one is what now? One more column is there in this. What is the column? MGR. So manager number. So these numbers are representing that particular manager ID number represented. For example, if a Blake is a manager, for example, Blake employee ID number is what now? 768. So that means Blake is a manager, is ID number 7698. Under this manager identity, how many employees are working? Then working, how many employees are working? Compare. 7698 is equals to 7698. Matching up? 7698 is equals to 7698. Matching up? 7698 is equals to 7698. Matching up? Yes. 7698 is equals to 7698. Matching up? Yes. 7698 is equals to 7698. Matching up? Yes. How many people matching? 5 people. Who is that? Means that this number belongs to whom? This number under 7698 manager number, who was working? Alan is working. Under 7698 manager number, who was working? Ward. Because these are what now? Manager numbers. Understand na? Like under 7698, who was working here? Martin. Martin is working because he is also same. So under 7698 manager number, who was working? Turner. Under 7698, who was working? James. So that means Ellen, Ward, Martin, Turner, James. These are 5 employees. These 5 employees, manager number is what? 7698. The 7698 is which person ID number? Blake ID number. So that means Blake is a manager. So Blake is a manager. Under Blake manager, total 5 employees are working. This is what the concept. Okay, now? Like I need to practically find out who is that manager and who is their employees. Is it clear? Now we can see how I'm writing now. So now let me come out and see I'm writing now. So what is my requirement here? Select, careful observe. M dot e name I will show as a manager, comma e dot e name I'm showing as a employee. I'm showing as a employees. Okay now? So here employees, manager, these are called as what now? Alias names. Which level? Column level or table level? Column level. Okay. From what is the table here? EMP E, and I'm using join key. Next EMP M. So E comma M is what now? Aliases on M dot EMP number. M means what now? Manager. Manager, what I'm comparing? ID number. Employee ID number. So manager employee ID number. Under this number, who was working? Employee. E stands for employee. So this employee MGR. MGR means manager. So suppose this is manager number, we'll give it. Manager number will give it a 7698. Okay, some manager number. So now what it was saying that E stands for what now? E dot MGR. So it means what now? Which employee manager number is equals to 7698, then that employee is working under that manager. Condition understand now? So what I'm saying here? Manager. So which employee? E stands for employee. Which employee manager number is equal operator is equals to which number? 7698. Then that employee is working under that particular manager. Okay. So in that way, the condition I was written that condition. So, but here in this condition, carefully observed. Okay. What you identify here, how many columns I'm comparing to each other? 2 columns. EMP number is a one separate column. MGR is a one separate column. So 2 different columns I'm comparing. I'm comparing within the same table or different table? Same table. The table name is what? EMP. Now can you say this is called a self-joint condition? Yes. Self-joint condition at which case? Single column comparison or multiple column comparison? Multiple column comparison. So it is also self-joint. But comparing how many columns? 2 columns are compared here. Okay, within the table. First example, 1 column comparing by itself within the table. That is also self. Self-joint with a single column comparison. Self-joint with the multiple columns comparison. But both are performing on one table. How many tables I'm using? Only one table only I'm using. Okay, now? So now let me see whether we got it or not. Now we can see. So managers in one side, and who is this? Employees. And now we can see what it was happened. Jones is a manager. Under Jones manager, how many employees are working? 2. Like in the same to same, Blake is a manager. Under Blake manager, how many employees are working? 5. Already explained to you. Yes or no? Right. Next we have here what now? Clark and Scott. These are 2 managers. And each manager, one employee is working, Miller and Adams. And what next here? King. King is a manager. Under King manager, how many employees are working? 3 employees, Jones, Blake, and Clark. And finally, Fraud is a manager. Under Fraud manager, who was working? Smith. Okay. Now this is what the information about the managers and their employees. But here observe one thing. Sir, here I have a Blake now. But here it was showing Blake is a manager, it was showing. But here Blake is a employee showing. Is it possible? Possible here? No problem, na? For example, tell me, suppose if you have any confusion, observe. Suppose 2021 batch, 2022 batch, 2023 batch, people are there. If I'm calling in these 3 people, who is a super senior? 21, na? Super senior? Senior or super senior? Super senior. Sure. Okay. Who is a senior? Who is a junior? 23. So now we can I say like 2022 batch students are seniors for 2023. Is it correct? Correct na? 2022 batch students are juniors for 2021. Is it correct? So 2023 people purpose, they are seniors. 2021 people purpose, they are juniors. Now tell me, 2022 people will play how many roles? 2 roles. As a junior role, as a senior. So same as Blake is working under King. That means, who is the manager of Blake? King. But who was the manager? That means, who are the employees of Blake? Allen, Ward, Martin. So, Blake is a manager for whom? These 5 people. So, Blake is a manager for these 5 employees. But Blake is also employee for King. So, that means what it was say here? So, here, Allen, Ward, Martin, Turner, and James, these are called as juniors. 2022 is called as a Blake, senior, boss. And 2021 we called as a, okay, who is this? King, big boss. Okay. So, junior programmer, superior, boss. Boss is superior, big boss. No, not Salman Khan boss. Huh? So, concept understand na? So that's why it was came to 2 times for us. Okay, na? So now how it was comparing, same condition is comparing. Condition is what now? M dot EMP number. Manager. Manager employee number. One of the employee is a manager. Manager M. Yeah, because manager, how I'm taking means is a Blake. Blake is showing is under manager. So now Blake is a manager. So manager number, how much here? 7698. So manager employee ID number, he's how many times matching with which one? MGR. How many times matching Blake? One time, two times, three times, four times, and five times. And these 5 times, that means in these numbers, this number, otherwise, this number, who was working? James. Who was working? Turner. Who was working? Martin. Who was working? Ward. Who was working? Allen. So that is what comparison. Same as, for example, who is this here? Jones. Under Jones, how many people are working? 2 people. First, Jones is a manager because it was showing as a manager. So Jones is a manager. Manager, what I'm taking? Number. Jones is a manager. Where is Jones? Yeah, Jones here. Jones manager number. EMP number na? How much here? 75. This 7566, how many times matching to MGR? One time, two time. So one time, two time matching. Who is this here under this number? Scott. Under this number, who is this? Fraud. So the output is came or not? Yes. So like it will be internally executed now. Understand now? So managers and their employees. Managers and their employees. Still you have a doubt. Still you are confused. So what do you want to do? On the name of E, create one alias name. On the name of M, create one alias name. Then each row of E alias table compare with all rows of M alias table. Is it yes or no? Because I already explained to you yesterday. Which diagram? Single column diagram. Are you taking single dog diagram? So what is the single? How we comparing in the yesterday program? Each row of a first alias table comparing with each alias of second table. Got it? Same like this. If you have a doubt, take one table on the paper, draw one table on the name of E, draw one table on the name of M, then M, E, each and every row compare like this. Yesterday I compared now? Yes or no? Same as is follow it, your output will come to you. Okay, na? Write down below. So this is our So take one more example. Write a query to display. Write a query to display employees. So who are joined before their manager. Okay, now, so which employee joined before their manager? That I need to identify. For example, let me come out and say, come to your EMP number, E name, okay, comma MGR, comma hire date. So from EMP table. Now we can see, carefully observe. So as per the above example, Blake is, who is this? Blake is, who is this? Manager. So under this manager who was working, we said Ellen Ward is working. So is date of birth, date of join. And Martin is also there, is date of join. Next, Turner is also there. And James is also there. Okay, now these are the people. Your manager joined which day? Blake manager joined which day? 1st May 1981. So now here these people are 20 February 1981. These are joined first, before or after? Before. These two people before joined. Next, Martin. Martin, when he was joined? September. So that means after. He will not come. Next, Turner also not come. Next, James also not come. So that means Blake manager before in their category of employees. So how many people joined? 2 people only. Like every, okay, employee and their manager when he was joined, and before or after I need to check now. Okay, how to write now? Come on. Comma M dot, and this time E na, E I have to show E. So employee I'm going to show. So employees. So he dot, what is now? Hire date as a employee date of join. Next, M dot E name as what now? Manager. M dot hire date as a manager underscore date of join. So from what you say? EMP E, join EMP M. What is the condition? M dot EMP number is equals to E dot MGR, and otherwise I will go. And who was joined? So employee joined means what now? Hire date. Employee joined before their manager. Before means what? Less than. So I have to use a less than. Less than to whom? Manager. So that's why manager hire date compare. So when I'm comparing with manager hire date, if employee hire date will be less than to manager hire date, it means employee first joined. Okay, now greater than means after join. Now we can go and check it out. So now we can see. So employee managers, Blake manager under how many employees are working? 5 employees actually. 5 employees. Out of 5, how many employees are joined before their manager? 2. Allen and Ward. Next, Jones, Blake, Clark. These are employees. But their manager, who is this? King. King when he was joined? November 81. But is employee John 2nd April. Before or after? Before. Next, Blake is joined May. Before. Clark is joined June. Before. But present King was joined November. So that means these are joining first. Next, Smith is joined 17 December 80. Okay, Smith is joined 17 December 80, but the manager joined 3rd December 81. Who was joined first? Smith. Smith is who? Employee. Okay, na? Write down below. Okay, na? Now, go for one more example. Write a query to display. Write a query to display employees whose salary is more than their manager salary. Their manager salary. So by taking off above reference example, can you write now? Write down. Same as nothing difference. Same as it is. Just column names are changed. That's it. Remaining all are same as usual. whose salary is more than their manager. More than their manager. More than means what now? Right, good. Right, right.
M dot salary is as a cell, only cell record.
Don't take like this because if salary column already existing, na, so that's a M salary, huh? Right, good. Right, right. Good, good. Right. Stand up. Good, right. Okay, right. So now here, the same as up to, then what you want to find out now? So employees. So again, what you want to say? I want to show as what now? Employees. Next, A dot salary. I'm showing as what now? E salary. Okay, na? Right. Same as your M dot E name. As I will show as what now? Managers. M dot salary. I'm showing as a M salary. Manager salary. From EMP and join keyword EMP So on class condition, come on, M dot EMP number is equals to E dot MGR. Up to your same. And the condition what now? Employee salary is more than to their manager salary. Okay, now? So now, who was like this? It means that these are the two employees are like this, Scott and Ford. Their salaries are more than their manager Jones. Okay, na? So now this is what we called as guys here self-join on two different columns. How we can go to comparing. Okay. Now these are what now joins except self-join remaining all joins are working and implementing at least minimum two tables, but self join is one table. Okay, so these are two tables mechanism. But suppose, sir, I want to join more than two tables. Okay, how it was right down below. How to join? Okay, more than two tables. So I will give it your two syntaxes I'm giving now. Syntax for non-ANSI format. If I want to write a non-ANSI format, how we want to write? Okay, na? So now write down select star from table number 1, comma, table number 2, comma, table number 3, comma, table number 4, comma, and so on. Like you can go to join. Okay, na? Next, what we want to say? Now we have to give a condition and so on. Condition is what now? Where should be write your condition number 1. End operator should be write your condition number 2. End operator should be write a condition number 3. Okay, end operator and so on. Okay, now this is what. Now, example on this, let me come out and see the non-ANSI format, how we can go to right now. Okay, all right. So we have already previously we designed 2 tables. Already we have it here. One table is called as what now? Course. One table is called as what now? Students. Okay. Student, students are. Students are. Student. Okay, student. So 2 tables already we have it here. And now I'm creating what now? Third table. So the third table, how to create a create table. My table name is called as what now? Registered. And the registration number, enter. The registration data, which data type? Data. And common column is what now? CID. I'm taking CID common column. Then after to insert some values into registered, now I'm sending registration number 1. Okay, registration number otherwise 1021. The registration data, what is the date today? 12. Okay. Now, July, na? So July 2023. And now suppose I'm giving now course ID 1. Course ID 1. Now in the same to same, I will go for 1022. Then 12 July 2023. And I will take 2. And next I will take 1023. So 12 July 2023. And now I'm passing here, for example, 4, suppose. Let me go and check it out. So these are the information about your table. And finally, come back to the 3 tables once you check it out, guys, here. This is my first table, second table, and now the third table. What is my third table here? Register. Okay. So in this 3 tables, can you see matching data is there? Unmatching data also there. In this 3 table, what is the matching data? 1, 2. 1, 2 is a matching data. Unmatching data of course table is what now? 3. Student Jones. Registration 1023. Okay. These are the what? Different. So now if I want to apply equijoin on these 3 tables, see the syntax will be any number of tables. Once the syntax logic understand, the same logic you just follow it to join 25, 35, 50, 100 tables you can join like this. Any number of. Okay now? But there is no restrictions here. So let me come out how to right now select star from my first table I will take as a student. Yes, comma. Second, course C, comma. Third, register R. But the thing is, how I need to write a condition, sir? Conditions, how to write? It's like a chain conditions. Chain condition means? So join, like chain joins. Like a table 1 is equals to table 2. Table 2 is equals to table 3. Table 3 is equals to table 4. Okay, like it will be chain conditions are prepared now. So now I'm preparing here. How to prepare? S dot CID is equals to C dot CID. So first these two tables are comparing. After that, and C dot CID is equals to R dot CID. Next course table is comparing. So now in this two conditions, wherever it was matching, the matchings will come to you. So now you can see student ID, name, course. This is student table 112, course table 112, registration table 112. So all are coming out what now? Matchings data. There is no unmatching. So because of reason, this is which join? Equi-join. That's why only matching data or matching rows only retrieval. Okay, na? Right down below. So now before this, I'm giving some demo tables. Just in the notes, it will be keep it. Okay. No need to write it. Just keep it now. So my first table, what is this? Student. My second table, what is this? Course. My third table, registration or registered table. Okay, right. So then after this entire equi-join in non-ANSI format syntax, you just follow. Okay, right. This is syntax of your non-ANSI and we return. So now the next one I have to go in the latest portability. So how to write into which format? ANSI. And this is important for you. Okay. Select star from table number 1 after we must be give it a join key. Then after table number 2. After that, you must be give immediately your join condition, guys. And condition number 1. Okay, na? Right. So after two tables are joining based on some condition, now I need to add a new table. That is third table. So whenever you need to add a new table to the existing tables, okay, then compulsory we should use again what now? Join key. Then after what? Table number 3. Then after what? Immediately condition. Which condition? Join condition number 2. Suppose do you want to join one more table? Do you want to join one more table? Again, what I want to use here? Again, I have to use join key. Again, what I want to send table number 4. And now you can give it, okay, what is this? Join condition number 3. Like you can go to right here, number of tables you can add here. Number of tables you can add here. And finally, you can say join key, a table number n. Table number n. Then tell me join condition number. How much, guys? Huh? My tables are n number of tables. Then condition n minus 1. n minus 1. This is also an interview question. When we join n number of tables, then how many number of conditions we need to prepare? How many conditions? N minus 1. Can you see here? Can you see table name 1, table name 2? When two tables you're joining, how many condition writing? One. So means two table, one condition. So three table, two conditions. Four table, three conditions. N table, n minus 1 conditions. Okay, on this basis, your joins will be joining here. Okay, so that means what you say? N minus 1 conditional basis. Semicolon. Okay, now see in ANSI portability how to prepare here. So now observe, select star from my table name is what now? Student, yes. What is my join key? Inner join and course C. Immediately condition. What is the condition? S dot CID is equals to C dot CID. What next I have to use? Join key. Then add your third table. Add your third table R. Then after what is the condition again? On class C dot CID is equals to R dot CID. So now we can see here also the three tables data we are fetching now. And this is what we call the ANSI format. You have to maintain like this, right down below. Completed? Hmm. So like this, remaining all joins are you can use it based on this syntax only. The syntax will never change for any join. Okay, na? When you want to join more than two tables, it will be use it. Okay, so the remaining joins, okay, the examples I was given in the documentation, you just check it out once. Okay, na? Right. Then I'm sending this document to you. Okay, right. So come to the next topic. Here, observe. Suppose, are you created one table like employee? Okay, careful observe, guys. So in this table, I'm preparing few columns. Employee ID number, employee name, employee salary, and next employee age. So this is one sample table we designed, but at the time of table designing, I'm not applying any other conditions or other facilities are not applied. It's a normal table was designed. Okay, na? Now, okay, fine. Now I want to insert now. So insert into this employee, sending values, some name and some salary and some age. This row is successfully inserted. And whenever you want to view my table, okay, row successfully stored. Now the same row, one more time I inserted, allowed. One more time I inserted, allowed. And come to your table, the same data, the same row information, how many times I inserted? 3 times. Now, can I say this is a data redundancy? Yes. But when we allow duplicates like this in your table, what is the drawback here? Memory wasted. That's the first our drawback. Memory wasted. So unnecessarily we are wasting our memory. So this is one problem. We will keep it. Another problem is what now? Suppose I'm going to input my nulls. I'm inputting my null. If I executed this, null is inserted. One more time inserted. One more time also inserted. Again, if I call, okay, if I call, so nulls also allowed. But null is nothing but what we said, empty. So this is completely empty rows. This is one empty row, 2 and 3 empty rows that we have. So there are 3 empty rows we inserted here. And 3 empty rows and 3 duplicate rows. Total how many rows are there? 6 rows. Total how many rows? 6 rows are there. Okay, sir, fine. The next requirement is what now? Suppose, are you inserted one more record? Okay. Suppose I send that name and salary 1 rupee and I will send my employee age 45,000. So 45,000 years of age I'm inserting into my age column. Is it allowed? So it is not allowed actually. But what happened? Allowed. And finally you can see your table. So 45,000 years of age. Is it possible? No. But this is which type of data? Which type? Invalid type of data. The data which is no meaning. And it is a wrong data. Invalid of data, user is inserted. But unfortunately, invalid of data is also allowed into my table column. Okay? So that means in this complete table, after viewing like this, do you have any problems? Yes, they have one problem is redundancy. One problem is unnecessarily space. That means empties. One problem is invalid of data. So there are more problems we face in this. But now you just think about this kind of tables when you develop or create in real time. Anybody accepted? No. So these kind of tables are your clients never allowed. The clients never accept this table, then your table will send into dustbin. No use of this. Okay, na? So now which kind of table I have to prepare? The table which will be maintain accuracy. Accuracy means exactly what we wanted that one only accept. If unnecessary things are unnecessary data, I don't want to allow. So how I want to maintain accurate data, accurate information in my database tables? Okay, na? This is very important topic for your next normalization concepts. Okay, na? So how I need to maintain accurate data, accurate information. Accurate means what? Now exactly what we expected. That only can accept. Unnecessary things are not allowed. So that kind of tables I want to design. That kind of tables I want to design. So how we need to design the tables which will maintain accurate and consistency of data. Okay, na? So in real time also, that type of tables are allowed and using in their projects. But this kind of table, if you create and give to client, client will never accept this. Okay, na? So how to prepare that type of tables, we will go for tomorrow class. I will explain to you that. Okay, na? With a new concept, and the concept is very important for you. Okay, for normalization also. Okay, na? Right, guys. So thank you so much. Ten days. Ayush, predefined tables you want to see, then you have to go with user account system. Then all predefined tables, how many are there, it will be showing. Otherwise, if you want to go your creation table, then log in with the user. Okay, na? Log in with the user. So then you will get only your choice of tables. Blake? అందుకే మనం అంటే ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్ కదా మనం కంపేర్ చేసింది ఏంటి m.emp నెంబర్ కంపేర్ చేస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు నేమ్ సేమ్ ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ నెంబర్ అనేది డిఫరెంట్. కాబట్టి ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్ తో మనం కంపేర్ చేస్తాం. అదే అలాంటి లిమిట్ మొత్తం వచ్చేస్తుందా? సో 2 digits అలౌ చేస్తుంది. అదే అలాంటి కండిషన్స్ ని మనం అప్లై చేసుకోవాలి. అది ఎలాగనేది రేపు మనం చెప్తాం. ఓకేనా?